YouTube out here en route to Sholan Farms. Due to the fact that I said before in videos that stuff did not come up and now is coming up, it's really fucking driving me crazy of why this happens. But around here we have Fallbrook and Wachussett School near Fallbrook, mind you, named after an Indian. Sholan was an Indian chief, and I believe that's where they got the Sholan Farms name, of course, if you could imagine. But once we pass the farm, you can plainly see, and I believe he lived in this area. And why am I bringing this out today, and why am I en route? Because this is a part of my Wachussett Valley Triangle. And due to some research and finding other things in what I believe to be like the Bridgewater Triangle, and of course Bridgewater has Bigfoot sightings, big Thunderbird sightings, ghost sightings, Indian dwelling, all the same thing that I found throughout my triangle. And as you can see the view here, Sholan Farms, and over here, very big meadow farmland, and that's what Indians used to once use in the past. And as you can see, the view is very showing of what Indians would use to why they would have a view like that, so they could see smoke signals from other Indians and stuff like that, of signals throughout the valley. But coming down here, and they have a wiki, they call it the Wiki Pond, but on Google Maps it's something else. I forget the name of it, but I have been at this pond. It's still a popular swimming place, hole, and but in an article of 1984 that I found on the internet, like I say, things coming up now that hadn't before. 2 men were fishing in the middle of the night, which I don't understand why anybody would be out in the middle of the night fishing. But they had a boat and everything here, and the story goes that they were, I guess they just had gotten done, and they were at the boat dock, as you would call it. It might have been just like a small little aluminum canoe type boat maybe, but they were getting ready to load the boat up. Like I said, 2 a.m. around that time. They hear loud cracking of branches, and I mean, yeah, they, you know, you could be the skeptic of saying, oh, branches are breaking or whatnot, but the way this guy describes it was more than just a broken branch coming down out of a tree, because of the simple fact that they also heard footsteps. So, and the Bigfoot thing, you know, I mean, it's not that I don't believe in it, but it is skeptical, and due to me finding an article from my father that gave me about the Aquarius Indians in New York, standing at least 10 feet tall. It's my belief, and I'm about to wonder if these Indians still do this, or even had done it, was make up the Bigfoot theory, and it was them dressed in, you know, like, say, fur from animals. And I forget, I think it's all right here. Yes, this spot right here. I cannot stop, but because it's filled in, but I just passed the entranceway to that pond. And that pond, like I say, the men were fishing. I've been there myself. There is a rope swing there that you can swing out and you know, have a lot of fun if you got nothing to do. But back in my time, the cops started saying if they seen cars there, they're gonna start towing them. But as you can see, here we are at another meadow. Over here, another meadow. And that's, like I just said, the Indians used to do. They'd hang around these meadows for hunting, looking for deer or whatnot, eating the grass. But like I say throughout all my videos, it's the common thing now that everybody's in me searching. It's just a coincidence that Indians and the Bigfoot, all in the living area, whether it be from the Bigfoot smelling them cooking food or whatnot, is what I think is why they stayed close to the Indian dwellings. Or you have the thought and theory that, yeah, it could have been other Indians dressing up to scare other tribes, because I did find a Navajo Indian dressed up as some freaky looking creature to get rid of, you know, their beliefs of ghosts and creatures and so forth. So, but as you can see, I'm going around in a circle now, but that road right there is in my triangle, and I'm going to bring you more to other roads and to show you why I have came up with this Wachussett Valley Triangle that I'm calling it. And as you can see down here, these used to be brooks that once ran, and a lot of brooks and rivers did get filled in when towns were made. So it's like whatever the white man was thinking, to take the land from the Indians and take all this space, you know, their home they once knew, was just a serious, ludicrous act that they did. And we still go through this today. But like I said, this is en route, and if you go through these back roads enough, and if you know them, you will end up at Mount Wachussett. So, a series of videos that I'm going to do, my traveling through my triangle. It's the same as Bridgewater. All the same stuff except for the Thunderbird. I wouldn't know and haven't seen nothing yet. Although there was this person that claims to see a bird like me in an Ashburnham, so this guy was talking about it and called it the Batman of Fitchburg. But that's on Ashby West Road, and I do have a video up of that if you want to see the where they saw it or whatnot. I mean, that road too is even very small and narrow. You can tell it was an ancient trail of Indian crossing. So a lot of stuff that I gotta cover on this. But until then, that next video, YouTube, like I said, many more to come of this and other things. Till then, be safe. Take care, YouTube Nation. Out.